during our department meetings, as a primary department head, I was responsible for deciding what we were going to talk about at our department meetings, and often those were things that I just kind of had to come up with. And through this process, our BLT now decides what our department meeting focuses will be. So at this particular department meeting, we have well, I should say, within our grade level meetings, we're now calling them teacher-based teams. So during our TBT meetings, we're now discussing data and how can we use data to drive our instruction and to raise student achievement. So at our department meeting, I asked Dave Ireland, who's one of our new teachers. He's just brought into the building this year, and he is very big into data. And so we're using our teachers as experts to provide professional development to the rest of our team. And so I asked Dave if he would present what he does on data to our primary department. And now we're getting started in that within our grade level meeting. So we just want to play a little bit of the clip of, he came up with all this.
So, I get driven by data. And this morning I used some visuals.
Can't hear it.
Deliver attention to assessment. It's as easy as I can make it for myself. But I think in doing data, we need to be deliberate about what it is we're going to do with the data.
I think it's hard to hear what he's talking about, but the point is that because we're so pretty focused, and the DLT and the BLT kind of have a path for the TBTs to follow, the TBTs themselves have kind of driven their own professional development. So they're saying, we need this, we need that. In the past, I have this word of my own year, which is called readiness. And readiness, 5 or 6 years ago, with our principals, when we were planning waiver days, we'd say things like, okay, we really want the teachers to do this. We want the teachers to map this. And the teachers would be like, oh, no, we don't need to map it. And they'd kind of do it, and they'd kind of turn it in, and we'd maybe look at it. And it was never, we never followed through on it because there was a lot of resistance. And we had teachers who weren't ready. Now I have teachers who are going, well, we should be mapping, and I don't know why we haven't. And I'm like, really? That's a great idea. I think that we should do that. And so almost everything that when we talk about approaching it from the positive, it's not you will do this and you have to do it by this time. It's here, here's the district focus, and all of a sudden as they start to learn about what they're doing, then they go, oh, well, we should be doing this and we should be meeting to talk about, really, that's a great idea, let's do that. And then it's kind of our way of setting the stage for them to take ownership, and they feel much more empowered. Teachers that kind of battle back and forth over the years are now saying, well, I feel like I could do that now. I feel like I could take charge, and they're kind of sitting on other committees that they wouldn't have and going above and beyond. In the past, they probably wouldn't have. So that teacher-led PD has really been nothing we have pushed, but they've come to us or come to their department and said, we really need to work on this. Could I share this with my team?
I think another positive thing that's come out of that too is we're identifying teacher experts within our building, whether it be Chris with technology or Dave with data, and now people will go to them and ask them questions. And so it's creating more professional dialogue, that we didn't have in the past. And people are more willing to engage with other teachers and help each other out in a more positive way. So that's been another positive thing that's come from that.
I don't know if all of you are familiar with, but the waiver days. We applied to the state so that we could get these waiver days, and this year we had 4 waiver days. The first half of the waiver day was our professional development book study, and the second half of the waiver day, the BLT in each building plan. And this is another example that Patty shared of teachers being the experts in sharing what they know. This one we talked about technology, and we keep reminding ourselves our goal is to improve our scores in reading and math and to improve our attendance. So we always do a survey at the end and ask the staff, through today's staff development, do you feel that we've been able to work towards these goals? And definitely by implementing the technology in different ways, we feel that we've been able to do that. And then we feel also with the technology, we're increasing student attendance. They want to come to school. They want to learn. They want to do the clickers. They want to use the Mimeos. They want to do those exciting things. So this is just a short clip of a teacher-led, teacher experts. When they don't know how or they're not getting that Mimeo set up quite right, there's somebody next door. They don't have to wait for the tech guy to come. So we've really taken advantage of that. This is a class that's doing their teacher website, and another teacher who's really savvy at it, just showing them how to do it.
And this is just pretty much the same, teachers being experts at the middle school level.
Recording.
We were able to get, from our technology camp in the summer, quite a few teachers were able to get Mimeos. And now that 2 or 3 teachers have been using them a lot, we wanted to show other teachers. So after school, we would have Mimeo training, and this is an example of Mimeo training that a teacher put on.
Again, that the teachers decided to do themselves, put on after school, other teachers attended, all volunteer. You know, we make the best use of our district time, but then on top of that, they've been coming in and doing things on their own time and offering their own services. And now every teacher in the high school, middle school, every building I go in, are you going to be able to get me a Mimeo this summer? Am I going to be able to get one of those in my classroom? I mean, it's really kind of snowballed into more people wanting to use this kind of stuff. So that's really been a nice feature, something we didn't expect, I think, when we started talking about it.